What's happening, everyone? Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the US trading session. The US trading session is officially open. Good afternoon, good morning, good day, everyone, wherever you are. How you guys doing? Type your questions, interact with me during these webcasts, and it's going to be just amazing. Right, let's have a quick look and see what happened with the markets today. We see a quiet day, fairly quiet day on the European trading session, and it looks like the volatility was almost non-existent, with the European currencies almost unchanged or giving back the little gains that they had earlier today, ahead of the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell testifying before the Congress. Also, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is set to announce further restrictions to all entertainment venues, as well as urging people to work from home again, adding more weight to the already shaken European currencies, keeping investor sentiment at its lows for the time being. On the other hand, crude oil futures are still trading around the 39.80, 39.90 mark, ahead of the API Crude Oil stock, due to be released in about 30 minutes, trading slightly higher than this morning, but still very, very cautious for the time being. Gold futures, guys, looking at gold, are still trading in the low 1900s, looking perfectly balanced with the US dollar index that gained 0.8% today and has held above the bullish 93 handle for the most of the past 2 months. This takes me back to the question that I had this morning, guys. Is the big short just around the corner? Are we going to see what we saw in 2008 with the financial markets? Are we going to see what we saw 2 years ago in December with the financial markets? Is this massive sell-off going to continue potentially by the end of the year? Only time will show us, guys. Meanwhile, let's move on to the charts and see what happened today during the European session. Currently, oil is trading at $40.13. Got a bit of a boost just before the US opening. Let's see how it's going to go from here. I'm going to share some trading signals with you later on, guys. So stay tuned. Right, Euro is trading again slightly higher, targeting the 117.83 level. If that's the case, again, the volumes were missing from the markets today, guys. We saw the Euro pushing a bit higher after the Europe opening today. Then we saw the Euro giving back all those gains just before the US opening, and now it's still very, very undecisive of the direction. Apparently, the ECB meetings that we had today, along with the Fed meeting that is expected, the Federal Reserve Chairman testifying in front of the Congress, which will happen in about an hour from now, they literally pinned the financial sector in Europe and the US. We're looking at the pound, guys, which is losing again after more clarification is expected from UK, from Boris Johnson, regarding another potential lockdown. Okay, businesses are worried, investor sentiment is shattered as things stand right now. There's no point looking at the technical indicators for now, as investor sentiment in this case probably weighs more than any technical analysis we might do. Right. We have some comments. Hi, Joe. Hi, Bryce. Okay. All right. I'm with you. Okay. I'll do my best. Okay. I'll do my best. Let me go through this presentation, and then I will do my best to answer your questions. Right. Moving on. This was the pound. Right. Let's have a quick look at the pound and see. Right. The pound is currently trading at its lows, and by the looks of it, will very likely head downwards, at least for a short period of time. I earlier saw the trading signals on investing.com, which were showing the pound weakening against all its other peers. Okay, so based on this, again, and looking at the technical indicators and the situation in UK and the investor sentiment, I don't see good things happening with the pound in the very, very short term, guys. Remember, any statement that comes from UK might completely change the situation. Let's move on to USD JPY. We see the US dollar pushing higher at the opening today, targeting the 200 moving average, which currently stands at 105.06. Okay, with the RSI and the stochastic apparently giving a clear direction pointing upwards. Okay, so in cases like this, most of the times we're going to see this scenario. Again, very short term. Yeah, the dollar is targeting the 105.05. In a few minutes, we will get the confirmation from the market. Right, the Aussie dollar, again, very, very shy today. The Aussie dollar could not push back up. And that reflected in gold price as well. We're looking at USD Canadian, the USD giving back the little gains that it had today. Again, most probably targeting the 50 moving average, which we see here at 132.66. Okay, as a very short-term movement. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, guys. We see the S&P 500 opening positive today. Currently trading at 32.98, according to investing.com. Okay, RSI stochastic pointing upwards. Remember, guys, we have Jerome Powell testifying in front of the Congress in about an hour. So there is a lot of uncertainty on the markets today. We have some new stocks as well regarding Oracle and the TikTok deal. I'll get to that in a few minutes. Let's continue with Dow Jones for now. And see, Dow Jones also opened on a positive, currently trading at 27,235.50. Again, RSI stochastic pointing upwards and trading at their lows for now. So again, we might see the Dow trading higher today at 27,616. Okay, this is at least what is showing for the time being. Okay, we see Apple opening positive. We see Amazon opening positive. Let's move to the US dollar index for a second, and then I'll get back to your questions, guys. Right, the US dollar index is currently trading at 93,668. Okay, a lot of uncertainty. You can see the uncertainty reflecting in the peaks of the candlesticks. Okay, there's a lot of selling pressure, a lot of buying pressure. The markets are unsecure until Jerome Powell will testify. So no clear direction until then, guys, as investor sentiment weighs more than anything that could make sense on the charts in times like this. Okay, as we know, events like this and press conferences and events widely expected by the public do weight more than any technical analysis. So moving on, we're looking at gold currently trading at 1921. Gold had a bit of a rally today, a shy rally still. Trading only $10 higher from where it was this morning, $10-12 higher, somewhere there, pushing very, very shy towards the 50 moving average, towards the 1928 level, as we see it here. Again, more details will come in about an hour from now, or in 30 minutes shortly after the home sales. Let's have a quick look at the economic calendar. Yes, existing home sales that will be announced in 20 minutes. Okay, that's when we're going to get clear direction. Till then, Brent oil futures are pushing slightly higher, still in between the 200 and the 50 moving average, currently trading at 42.09. Right, Brent oil looks happier this afternoon than it looked this morning, so it might push slightly higher. Looking at the RSI and the stochastic, somewhere in between the overbought and oversold levels. Again, that should give traders a bit of a more boost, yeah, in placing some long positions. But let's see. We have the API crude oil stock to be announced just before midnight in Europe. Okay, so don't expect a huge volatility till then, or if there is volatility ahead of the announcement, very, very careful at the announcement, guys. Very, very careful if you want to trade this announcement, how you position yourself on the markets. Right, silver futures, again, just as gold, pushing higher, being at their lows, looking at the indicators right now. Again, probably they will push higher towards the 25.45 level later on today. Okay, if they decide to drop, guys, then careful for the 23.66 level, which is a previous low. Okay, this low happened on the 12th of August from what I see here. Okay, they might test one of the two. What I can see is that silver is definitely trading below the 200 MA. Okay, and now seems to be in a downtrend. All experienced traders will do now will probably aim for a small correction on the short term. But anyway, we're going to have a look at the trading signals in a few minutes and see what's going on. Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin is again trading a bit lower, currently trading at 10,530. Okay, let's see. Bitcoin is decentralized, guys, so it's only the investor sentiment that that will give the direction. Right, let's have a quick look at the technical analysis that investing.com is providing. Don't forget, guys, remember to join the ForexC Facebook group and get trading signals every day with an accuracy of up to 75%. Okay, all you have to do is go on forexc.com, as you see now, forexc.com or forexcube.com, and you will be redirected. And as soon as you land on the website here, in the right hand side at the bottom, the customer support will contact you. You're going to see a couple of pop-ups with the Facebook group address. There you go. Okay, this is the first message. You're going to have a second message in a few seconds. Yes, so you can join their Facebook group and get trading signals with an accuracy of up to 75%. Okay, meanwhile, yeah, we see a neutral position on the euro versus the US dollar after the US opening, but on a daily chart looks like a strong sell. A strong sell on the pound, as I was saying earlier on. The pound is seen to drop against all its other peers. We see GBP CHF on a strong sell on all 4 time frames. We see the pound on a strong buy very short term on a 5-minute chart against the JPY, but the daily signal is still a strong sell, so you might have a small correction that I was telling you about for the next half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, and then they see it as a strong sell for the day. All right, we're looking at USD JPY with a strong buy short term on a 5-minute, 15-minute, and an hourly chart. USD CHF strong buy on all time frames, including the daily. So again, the dollar is set to strengthen at least ahead of the Fed chairman testifying. Right, the euro is set to strengthen against the pound. We see 4 strong buy positions on all time frames, 5-minute charts, 15-minute charts, hourly and daily. Okay, the USD Canadian is a short position, short term, but daily is still seen as a buy on investing.com. Okay, let's have a quick look at commodities, guys, and see what investing thinks is going to happen with gold. Right, okay, we see strong buy on gold, short time frame, 5-minute, 15 minutes, and a daily strong sell. Silver, again, the same. Yeah, so silver charts and gold charts are almost identical. There's only a price difference. Okay, crude oil WTI, strong buy on all time frames, and Brent oil a strong buy on 3 time frames, apart from the daily. Right, it might push higher ahead of the API inventories, and then it might retract. It might break even higher. We don't know. Only time will tell. But if you want to take some short-term positions, guys, you can follow the signals you see here. Obviously, no one can guarantee the accuracy of the signals. Sometimes they're quite decent. Sometimes the markets completely shift direction after the US opening. That's why I'm always saying give it a bit of time for the markets to settle. If you're planning to trade big in the day, give it half an hour, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half after the US opening, and then you should get a clear direction of the market. Okay, right. Right, questions, guys. By the way, since I have you here, the trivia question of the day, yes, so I don't forget. The trivia question of the day is: how many types of swaps do you have on a trading platform? Okay, at the European opening this morning, the question was, what is the fee that you pay when you keep trades open overnight? And the right answer was swap or rollover. And this afternoon, the question is, how many types of swaps do you have on a trading platform? The answer should be very, very easy, guys. Type your answers and you might win a prize this week. Okay, we're going to be launching some campaign to try and help you a bit more. Right, questions. Resistance and support on the DAX. Right, okay, let's try. I think I can do it. E30, yeah, is the DAX. We're looking at the DAX futures on the European market. Yeah, DAX is currently trading at 12,648 from what I see here. Again, it's very, very difficult on a 1 hour chart. Let's have a look at it on a 4 hour chart. Maybe we get a clear indication. Right. 4 hour chart, I think, is pretty obvious, guys. You can see the drop. Okay, now, currently, as it stands right now, let me draw support resistance on the DAX. There you go. Okay, apparently Dow is trading at a support level. Yeah, if you look here in the left-hand side. Okay, and then the resistance level, again, you look towards the left and you can trade it gradually if you want. Yeah, considering you're on a 4 hour chart, most people will say it's a good idea to trade it gradually, bit by bit. So all you have to do is look at the previous low. Yeah, look somewhere towards the left, and you can draw your support resistance levels. Okay, like this. Okay, and then you decide when to enter the market. Yeah, remember, guys, positioning yourself on the market and avoiding a drawdown is the hardest thing and the best thing that traders are looking for. So, for example, if you're going to see the DAX breaking through this level, okay, then you might go for the upper leg, okay, or you might go for the correction if it decides to bounce off that level. Okay, very easy with support resistance levels. Okay, not really, really complicated, as there's no exact number. Okay, it's somewhere in that region. Yeah, it might be 2 pips higher, 2 pips lower, but it's definitely somewhere in that region. Right, next question. Do you think the Fed will move the market today and tomorrow? Right, so to clarify, there's no Fed meeting. It's the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, testifying in front of the Senate today, in front of the committee. So, yes, definitely there will be a lot of volatility on the market. We already know by now what traders are expecting, what businesses are expecting, what the stock markets want to hear. Okay, apparently they're very soft, they're very dovish when it comes to stimulus measures, and all what stock markets want to hear is more stimulus measures that will come in force as soon as possible. Yeah, to give them a bit of a boost. Remember, we have elections coming in about a month, guys. So again, whatever happens till then, it might completely turn around the closer you get to elections. Okay. Right, now the answer to the question is, how many types of swaps do you have on a trading platform? The answer is simple, guys. 2 types of swaps, a positive swap and a negative swap. Yeah, the negative swap means every time you keep a position open overnight, you pay a small fee. A positive swap means every time you keep a position open overnight, you receive a bit of money. So picture this situation. You are on the right side of the market. Yeah, your trade is going into profit. And the more you keep it open, the more money you're going to make. And additionally, you're going to receive money from the swap. Okay, because you have a positive swap on your trading account. Now, to highlight that, we have very rare cases when the swaps are positive. Okay, very rare cases. I think, let's say out of 50 instruments, you might have 3 or 4 instruments that have a positive swap. But it's definitely worth it looking into it, because that positive swap is an extra incentive for you to keep your position open and ride that trend. Yeah, maybe that trend will last for a week or 2 or 3 or a month. Okay, that means you making money for a month straight. And additionally, you're receiving a small amount of money for keeping that position open. This is what a positive swap does. So on a trading platform, you have 2 types of swaps, a positive and a negative swap. Okay, this is the answer to the question. Now, this was it from my side today, guys. Remember, in about 15 minutes, we're going to have in 9 minutes, we have existing home sales on the US dollar. Let's see what's going to happen. In 9 minutes, we have an ECB press conference. And in 39 minutes, Federal Chairman Jerome Powell will testify in front of the committee. The day will close with the API weekly crude oil stock. This being said, I'll see you tomorrow morning, guys, at the European opening. Until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money.